Okay, good morning. Hopefully, you are ready to dive in to some yoga. As always, modify as needed, take breaks as often as you need, and make sure that you're being really good to yourself in your practice. So, we're going to get started in child's pose. So, let's bring the feet together, knees nice and wide, sit back on your heels to start. Take a couple of deep breaths. And as you come into child's pose, bring your elbows out wide. Let your forehead rest on your hands or on a block if that's more comfortable for you. And then close your eyes and focus on the deepest, richest breaths you can cultivate. Letting the breath begin deep in your belly and expand all the way up, filling your lungs completely from the bottom to the top, the front to the back, in all directions. And as you exhale, exhale fully and completely from the top all the way back down, pulling your navel in toward your spine to really empty on that out breath. So let's go ahead and do that for a few moments here. Laying the foundation for the practice ahead. Emptying your mind. And as you continue to breathe deeply, just allow any sound you hear only serve to take you deeper into your practice. So in the background, you might pick up the sound of our little baby chicks kind of chirping and making some noise in the background. You might pick up the sound of my breathing. Just allow all of that to add to the ambiance of your experience. And as you continue to breathe deeply, let every thought that floats by simply float by like clouds in the sky. Just watch those thoughts go by without attaching or hooking into them or going on a story or on a tangent. Just stay present and observe your thoughts. Good, and then inhale. Let's come up onto all fours and start to warm up the body. As you exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, pull the navel in toward your spine, and feel the stretch in the back of your body. As you inhale, let the heart and the navel drop down, lift both ends of the spine, and feel the stretch in your front body. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open your heart. Exhale. Inhale. And continue moving and exploring what it feels like to be in your body right here, right now, in this moment. Free of judgment. Simply notice and gain awareness. coming back to a neutral spine, let's walk the hands forward. Tilt the pelvis forward and press your hips back. Keep your hips back over your heels and let your heart kind of spill open to the earth below, feeling the stretch in your shoulders now. So you can bring a block underneath your forehead if you prefer. You can have your chin on the mat, your forehead on the mat, whatever's most comfortable. Find a delicious stretch in your shoulders, something that feels really good. Inhale, lift the shoulders, walk the hands back in line with your shoulders. And now turn the right hand over, getting a nice stretch in your wrist. And then your left hand. Good, and then come down onto your forearms. Once again, your elbows underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes under, lift your hips, and then as you press your forearms down and forward, press your hips back and up. And you can press into your right heel. And into your left heel. Keep pressing your heart toward your feet. Get a nice stretch. So this is a stretch and a strengthener for the shoulders. So hopefully you're feeling that. Pressing into your right heel. And into your left heel. Good. Now keeping a soft bend in both knees. Lift that right elbow, lift your left elbow. Fingers are spread comfortably and evenly distribute the weight through your hands. So make sure that you're not resting all of your weight on your wrists. So press into your knuckles, press into your fingertips. Keeping that soft bend in the knees, press those hips back and up. So stretch from your hands to your hips. And then press into your right heel. Again, breathing deeply. Press into your left heel. Into your right heel. And into your left heel. And you can press into both heels or bend the knees, whatever feels best. You want to keep that stretch in the shoulders and in the spine. And then inhale, shifting forward into a high plank. Remember, you can always lower your knees to the mat if you need to. Press the ground away from you, lift up out of your shoulders. Engage, pull those lower abdominals in and up, strengthening your core, but without cutting off the breath. That's the trick. Keep the back of your head, keep your head lifted so the back of your head is in line with your hips, your pelvis. Breathing here. And then exhale, press the hips back and up. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, back. Inhaling forward. Exhale, back. And then on your next in-breath, start to walk the feet forward. Come to a standing forward bend at the front edge of your mat. Both feet are firmly planted. Your heels are planted. The balls of the feet are planted. Your toes are making contact. Keep your knees softly bent and get just the right stretch in your hamstrings, still warming things up. Relax the back of your neck. Let's breathe here. Remember, you can use blocks under your hands if that's helpful. You can come up onto your fingertips, whatever works for you here. Straighten out your right leg a little bit more. Find that perfect stretch. Straighten out your left leg. And your right leg. And your left leg. Good. Straighten out both legs just enough to find that perfect stretch, keeping the soft bend that you need. Then bend the knees. Pull up on the toes to really activate your legs. As you lower your hips, lift your arms up by your ears, press your hips back. Make sure you can see your toes. Again, pull those lower abdominals in and up, engaging at your core. Keep the shoulders sliding down your back towards your waist. Breathing here. And then let's come all the way up. Relax your arms down by your sides. Roll out your shoulders. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel your feet on the ground. Get a really good solid foundation here through all four corners of both of your feet. Make sure you've got a good foundation. Inhale, hug your shoulder blades together. Let's reach those arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, turn and press the palms up. And as you exhale, press your hips to the right as you reach to the left. So press your hips to the right and slightly forward, just slightly. Good, come back through center and over to the other side. Back through center, inhaling, exhale, other side. Just keep exploring the opening in your side body. Good, one more time, each side. Good, and then inhale all the way back to center. Releasing your hands, hug your shoulder blades together and interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades back and down, press your hands toward the mat, toward the earth, and then extend the arms back to get that perfect stretch in your chest and your shoulders. And then shift onto your left leg, root down, draw that right knee in and up, foot flexed. Roll the foot around, loosen up your ankle. Roll the foot in both directions. So developing balance early on here today. And then slowly lower the right foot. Transition to the other side. Root to rise. Draw that left knee in and up. Foot is flexed. Roll your foot around. Loosen up your ankle. Roll your foot in the other direction, and come back to center. Good. Inhale, deep breath, lift your heart even more. Let's bring the feet wider apart, almost as wide as the mat. Heels in, toes out just a little bit. Inhale, deep breath, exhale, fold forward. Let those arms just kind of topple over your head here, breathing deeply. Another deep breath. Inhale. Just come halfway up, release the arms, place your hands on the mat, and then bring your right hand front and center. Maybe you're using a block here. Remember, you always have that option. Bend the right knee. Inhale, let's reach the left arm up, coming into our first twist of the practice, so ease into it. Feel your body making the adjustment. Feel your body warming up. You can follow your left hand with your eyes. Make sure you're lifting up out of that right shoulder. Another deep breath here. Exhale, lower. Let's transition to the other side. So place the left hand where the right hand is. Bend the left knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Easing into the twist on this side. Breathing here. One more time, one breath. Exhale, lower. We're going to bring it again to the other side. So straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Then you have the option of staying here or wrap this left arm behind your back. Maybe you're able to grab a hold of that right thigh. And the other option, if you're feeling it, is to bring your right arm through your legs and reach up. See if you can clasp the fingers of your left hand. So coming into a bind here. And then you can explore a deeper rotation looking up toward the sky. Whatever version of this you're doing is perfect. So honor your practice, honor your body, breathe into whatever you're doing. Good. On your next in-breath, start to unwind. Exhale back to center. And let's do the exact same thing to the other side. Bend the left knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up. You can stay here or you can work toward a bind. So entirely up to you. This is an option, not a requirement. Good. Inhale, slowly unwind. Exhale, both hands on the mat. And then bring your feet back to about hip width apart. Bend the knees, lower the hips, activate the legs coming into Utkatasana chair pose. And then on your next in-breath, come all the way up. Roll out the shoulders, stand tall, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and notice how you're feeling. So already the body's warmed up and more awake, more alive. See if you can feel that. Your channel is more open, your energy is flowing more freely, and we're just getting started. Good. Let's bring the hands together in prayer. And on your next in-breath, send those arms up and back. Just introduce the hint of a back bend, soft knees, press the hips forward, lift your lower ribs, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up to a flat back. Maybe your hands slide up your shins. Exhale, deepen your forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Nice deep lunge here. Keep that back thigh pressing toward the sky. Or if you want to ease up a little bit, if you want a gentler practice, less energetic practice, you can lower that back knee. But pick one or the other and then stick to it, commit to it. Breathing here. Right hand on the mat. Inhale, let's reach that left arm up, coming into another twist. You can keep exploring that twist for yourself. Maybe you have a little bit more range of motion here now. And maybe not, and that's okay. Inhale, straighten that left leg as best you can. So as always, do your best here. Let that be enough. You're probably feeling that stretch. Move up into your IT band. Good. Exhale, bend that left knee. Let's place the left hand on the mat. Turn and plant the right foot. And let's reach that right arm up. So maybe that left hand is on the floor. Maybe it's on a block. Do your best and let that be enough. On your next in-breath, activate the legs. Come all the way up into Warrior Two. So open up your heart. Look out over that left hand. Legs are super active. Make sure that left foot is flat, knee lines up with your ankle, with your heel. Inhale, straighten that left leg, palms together over your head. Exhale, bend, deepen your Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, getting stronger. Inhale, up. Exhale, going deeper. Then straighten that left leg. Bring the right hand to your right hip. And as you press your hips back, reach forward, forward, forward as far as you can go. And then let your hand simply drop wherever it will comfortably reach. Your shin, maybe your foot, maybe a block. And then rotate your rib cage to the right. Stack your right shoulder over your left shoulder. And reach your right arm up. Hugging your shoulders down away from your ears, breathing deeply here. After a couple of breaths, if you're able to go a little deeper, you can do so, but don't rush it, don't force it. That front leg should be straight. You can wrap your right arm behind your back, maybe placing your hand on your sacrum, maybe hooking it onto that left thigh. Exploring a deeper rotation through the rib cage. Use those lower abdominal muscles to help you get that rotation through the rib cage and lengthen your spine. Inhale, release that right arm up. Exhale, look down. Let's bring both hands to the mat, framing your left foot with your hands. And you're going to step the back foot in just enough to be able to turn that back heel, placing it flat on the mat. Both feet are facing forward. So we want to square the hips to face forward. You can use 2 blocks here, one under each hand, or if you don't have blocks, you can bring your hands to your shin and work with this here. Breathe. Whatever you're working with here, breathe into it. And as you breathe into this, you might be able to start folding forward more and more. Make sure that back heel is firmly planted, that back foot is making full contact with the mat. Good. And on your next big in-breath, step that right foot forward. Come halfway up to a flat back, and then exhale, fold. You're probably feeling a pretty big difference between that left and right leg right now. Good. Soften the knees. Activate your legs. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, press the hips back enough to be able to see your toes. And then come all the way up. Relax your arms, roll out your shoulders, stand tall, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths and integrate everything that's happened so far. So with your eyes closed, be in your body. Just notice the changes that are taking place for you. Good. Keeping your knees soft. On a big in-breath, reach those arms up and back, exploring a back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Nice deep lunge here. Lower the back knee or keep it lifted. Breathing into this. Feeling that opening and the energy moving up into your hips. Left hand on the mat. Inhale, let's reach the right arm up. And again, you might be able to explore a deeper twist here, but just explore. No force, no aggression. It's just an exploration. Lift up out of that left shoulder. Make sure you're not sinking down into it. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears. Free up your neck. On your next in-breath, you can straighten that right leg as best you can. Exhale, bend that right knee. Good. Inhale, straighten. Breathing into it. Exhale. Good. And now let's lower the right hand to the mat. Turn and plant that back foot, that left foot, And reach the left arm up. Again, you can have a block under that right hand if that helps you here. And then activate your legs on a big in-breath. Let's come all the way up. Warrior two. Take a moment, find it, build it, refine it. Breathe into this. Drop the shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Let's bring the palms together over the head. Exhale, bend your knee, deepen your warrior two. Inhale up, exhale, deepen. Inhale and exhale. Breathing here. Strong, powerful, active legs. This is a warrior pose, right? So tap into that energy. And now let's straighten that right leg. Left hand on your left hip. Press the hips back, reaching forward as you inhale. Go as far as you can, and then let the hand drop wherever it wants to go. Rotate through the rib cage to stack the left shoulder over your right. Look up and reach up. And pull the shoulders down away from your ears toward your waist. Breathing, lengthening your spine, lengthening your torso on both the left and right sides. After a few breaths, you might be able to go a little bit deeper. So that's an option, entirely up to you. Just explore. The other option is to wrap that left arm behind your back. And then again, engage those lower abdominal muscles. Use that energy to help you get a deeper rotation through the rib cage. Stacking the left shoulder over the right. Breathe. And then inhale, release that left arm up. Exhale, lower. Let's bring both hands to the mat, framing that right foot. And you're going to step the back foot in just enough to turn that back foot to face forward and plant the back heel. And then again, you can have blocks under your hands. You can bring your hands to your shin. The idea here is to square the hip. So draw the right hip back, left hip forward, fold forward, breathing here, relaxing your neck. Make sure that there's no tension here. Shoulders moving down away from your ears, stabilizing your shoulders. You can explore going deeper if you're feeling it, if your body's open to it. On your next big in-breath, step that left foot forward. Come halfway up to a flat back, and then exhale, fold. And then bend the knees, lower the hips, coming into chair pose. And then inhale all the way up. Relax the arms down, roll out the shoulders, stand tall, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths here. And we're going to prepare for balancing. So get nice and stable, nice and rooted, nice and grounded through the feet. Hands together in prayer. Find your focus and shift your center to your right. And root to rise. Let's draw that left knee in and up. Hugging your knee in close with your hands. And then cradling your lower leg with your hands, keeping your foot flexed. So one hand on your knee, one hand on your foot. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, bend that right knee, lower the hips. Let your left ankle rest on your right thigh, just above the knee. Bring your hands together in prayer. Keep your top foot flexed. Breathe here. You decide how deep, how low you want to go here. The lower you go, the more of a stretch you're probably feeling in that left hip and thigh. So just check in. Notice where you are feeling this. When you're ready, inhale, come all the way back up. Both feet on the mat, shake it out. Whew. And let's prepare to bring it to the other side. So again, find your focus. Root to rise. Keep that right foot flexed, keep that right leg active, and then cradling your leg in your hands. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, bend the knee, lower the hips, let the hand rest, or excuse me, the ankle rest just above your thigh, just above your knee. Foot is flexed, hands in prayer. And you decide how low you go by pressing those hips back. So just like in Utkatasana, just like in chair pose, you press the hips back because you want to keep the knee lined up over your ankle. One more deep breath. And then inhale, come all the way up. Woo! Shake it out. Good. Releasing breath through the mouth. Let's do a couple of those. And then shifting to your right. Extend your left leg, extend your arms, expanding and contracting until you find the balance between the two. And then you can lift that left leg up high, wrapping it around your right. Maybe the foot hooks around, maybe it doesn't. And then sink into the hips, really activate your legs. You can cross your right arm over your left, just above the elbow. Maybe the palms come together. Maybe they don't, that's okay. And again, you're in control of how deep you go, how low you want to go here. Focus. Breathe. Feel yourself getting stronger, more balanced, more present. When you're ready, slowly unwind and shake it out. Whew. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling that. So let's bring it to the other side, shifting, extending that right leg, extending the arms, expanding and contracting, finding the balance. You can cross that right leg over the left, right leg over the left, extend the arms. Too many body parts and directions for me to keep track of this morning. And then you can cross the left arm over the right. And breathe and explore. When you're ready, slowly unwind and come back to center. Shake it out. Inhale, let's bring the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the hips, explore Utkatasana. Keep going, pressing the hips back, 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 back. Keep going, lowering, 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 all the way down onto the mat. And let's take a few deep breaths here. So sitting tall, let's bring the feet about as wide as your hips and your feet are flat. And then extend your arms forward. In fact, if you have a block, go ahead and grab it. And if you don't worry about it, just pretend you do. So, having a block between the hands, feet are flat, hip width apart. And as you inhale, keep your heart lifting, so don't round the back. Keep your heart lifting. As you exhale, leaning back until you feel your core engage and your feet want to lift up. And maybe the feet come into a hover. Maybe you work toward extending them. If you're not working with a block, you can place your hands behind your knees and keep your knees bent. Whatever you're working with here, breathe into it. Good. You can bend the knees and extend your legs. And then bend and extend. Good. Come into a hover. So low back presses into the mat, arms and legs are lifted. Slowly lower, lift your arms above your head. Good. Inhale, take a deep breath. As you exhale, go ahead and lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Lift your legs past your block to your feet. Inhale, lengthen and lower. Exhaling up. Inhale, lengthen and lower. Exhaling up. You can keep your head on the mat if it bothers your neck. Inhale, lengthen and lower. Exhale, just keep passing the block back and forth from the hands to the feet. Good. Exhaling. Now, go ahead and remove the block. Just put the block over to the side if you're working with it. Arms above your head. And as you exhale, lift the upper body. Bring your right hand to the outside of that left leg. Inhale, release. Exhale, other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, if it bothers your neck, keep your hands supporting your neck. Maybe your fingers are kind of surrounding your ears, right? Just for a little bit of support, looking straight up. And you can do it this way. So working the core, well, it's not everybody's favorite, at the time anyway. It's great for supporting your spine, helping with posture, helping with digestion, self-confidence, self-esteem, willpower, determination, all those good things. This is third chakra, power center stuff. Do your best. Take breaks when you need to. Let's do one more time each side. Good. And then lower the feet to the mat. Feet as wide as the mat, knees coming together. And let's just rest here. Arms down by your sides. Good. Now bring the feet and knees hip width apart, heels in close to your body, arms down by your sides. On your next in-breath, activate the legs and lift your hips toward the sky. So pressing your feet into the earth, get those hips higher and higher, activate your glutes. Good. Exhale, slowly lower, one vertebra at a time. And inhale up, maybe getting even higher this time. Exhale down. Inhale up, tuck the shoulder blades up underneath you. Interlace your fingers if you can, which really requires you to get your shoulder blades underneath you. And then press your arms, your hands into the mat, getting even more lift through the hips. Good, and then slowly release all the way back down. And then straighten and activate your legs. Arms down by your sides. And as you press your elbows into the mat, keep your legs on the mat. So press your legs into the mat, press your forearms into the mat, lift your rib cage, and come onto the crown of your head. Breathing here. This is fish pose. Matsyasana. Good. When you're ready, pressing into the elbows, slowly come all the way back down onto your mat. Roll your head gently from side to side. Just take a few moments here. Let everything neutralize as you take some really deep, rich, nourishing breaths. Bringing your arms out wide at shoulder level, place your feet flat and move your hips over toward the left edge of your mat. And then you can straighten out the right leg and place your left foot on your right knee. You know, this is kind of like Simon Says, right? You get to see how well you listen. So inhale, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, roll over onto your right side, but just far enough. You don't want to let that left shoulder pop up. Keep that left shoulder blade on the mat. You can place your right hand on your left knee and just press down and away from the body to deepen the twist. Breathe and explore here. You can look straight up or your head can roll to the left so that you have both ends of your spine moving in opposite directions. So listen closely to see if you can make sense of what I'm about to say. So again, this is about some really deep listening and having enough of a relationship with your body to be able to connect the dots. So let's just see how it goes. So identify your right leg, maybe just wiggle your toes. And then you can bend the right knee if you want and reach down with your left hand. Maybe you're able to grab a hold of your right foot. And so now you're getting a stretch in the front of that right leg. You're getting a stretch in your quads. This is optional. You can skip this part entirely if you want to. You can stay here, or bring your right arm out to your side at shoulder level, and you can straighten your left leg, aiming to bring your foot up to meet your right hand. And take a few breaths here. If I've lost you, if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. Just close your eyes, come into a very relaxed, reclining spinal twist. Any version of that you like, any one that we've done before that you are familiar with. So this is not meant to be stressful or confusing or complicated. It's just an option if you want to mix things up a little bit. Good. Whatever version of this you're doing, slowly back out of it. Inhale as you come back onto your back. Come back to a neutral position for a breath or two. Just let your body come to a neutral place. And then you can move over toward the right edge of your mat. Straighten out that left leg. And then place the right foot on your left knee. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, rolling onto the left side of your body just enough so that you don't let that right shoulder blade pop up. Left hand rests on your right knee, right thigh, just to help you explore a deeper twist. Look up or look to the right, whatever works for you. And you can stay right here, or you can bend the left knee, reaching down with your right hand to grab a hold of that left foot. Again, this is an option. And you can stay here, or you can straighten out that right leg, bringing your right foot up to about shoulder level to meet up with your left hand. Good. When you're ready, start to slowly back out. And on a big in-breath, come back onto your back. Bring everything back to the center of your mat, just resting in a neutral position for a moment. Inhale, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, hug your knees in close and bring your nose toward your knees. And then you can relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Straighten and relax your right leg. Straighten and relax your left leg. Let your feet be as wide as your mat, and let your feet fall out to the sides as you relax your legs all the way up into your hips. Let your arms rest down by your sides, maybe a little bit away from the body, palm facing up. Look straight up toward the sky, relaxing your neck. Relaxing your jaw. Move your mouth around a little bit and see if it's possible to relax the muscles in and around your mouth. And now start to relax the muscles around and behind your eyes. And let your eyelids slowly close all the way. As you begin your journey inward. And feel yourself letting go. Letting go as you soften into Savasana. Giving yourself the gift of these next few moments to reap the benefits of your practice. Again, letting every sound you hear, letting every relaxed breath you take, let every thought that floats by only serve to take you deeper, deeper into relaxation. See just how comfortable you are simply being present and in the moment. Letting go of the past, letting go of the future. As you immerse yourself into the here and now. Right now, this moment, this breath, simply notice. Cultivate awareness. noticing the sounds of life around you. Letting it all become a beautiful part of this moment. As you surrender and let go of any desire to change or control or manipulate anything. What does it feel like to simply let go? Letting go of any resistance you have to what is in this moment, right here, right now. What does it feel like to be in full acceptance of this moment, right here, right now? What does it feel like to simply trust life? To let go of any conflict with what is in this moment and simply let go and be in full acceptance of what is. Just for now, give yourself permission to feel what that feels like in your body. What does it feel like in your heart to let go of grudges, past hurts, resentment? To let go of the past and to simply trust the future. What does it feel like in your heart to let go, accept, and to trust what is in this moment? Do you feel a softening in your heart? Do you feel space opening up? And what does it feel like in your mind to let go of the drama, of the stories, of the worries? To simply let go. Give it to God, give it to life. Trusting. Do you feel more space? Do you feel more expansive? And as your mind relaxes, do you feel that reverberating through your body? And as your body relaxes, do you feel that shifting and changing in your mind, the way you feel, the way you think, the way you perceive? It's all connected. Enjoying how this feels. Perhaps giving yourself permission to tap into this feeling, these sensations, periodically throughout your day, long after you stepped off your mat. Trusting that life, this same energy that has its arms wrapped around the phases of the moon, the tides, the seasons, that this same energy has its arms wrapped around your life too. And there is some organic perfection in it all, even if we can't see it yet. And when you're ready to bring these awarenesses, these insights, these feelings with you off of the mat and into your life, begin to breathe deeply again. Breathing deep, energizing breaths back into your body. Re-energizing your arms and your legs. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Rolling your head gently from side to side. And on your next big in-breath, lift your arms above your head into a full body stretch. Stretching from your fingers all the way down into your toes. And as you exhale, hug your knees in close, giving yourself a big, loving hug. And when you're ready, rolling over onto your side, either side, finding your way into a very comfortable fetal position, letting your head rest on your bottom arm, giving your head a little pillow of support. And with your other hand, you can touch the ground in front of you, or you can place your hand over your heart, just taking a moment to acknowledge and be aware of how you feel. And when you're ready, slowly push yourself back up to a seated position, bringing your hands together in prayer as we seal this practice with intention. So bowing to your own heart, take a moment to check in and acknowledge how you feel. Wrapping the entire experience in gratitude. Feel gratitude for the ability to be on the mat, moving in your body in this way. And let us take a moment to bow to the divine light that shines within us all. In salute, we say, Namaste. So thank you for joining me for this practice. As always, I hope you got exactly what you needed out of it. Please let me know so. Let me know how you feel, if you had a unique experience, if you have any questions or comments, please give me the feedback. I really appreciate it. And those of you who have been following me know that, so for about 15 years now, I've been wanting to start my own line of yoga and travel wear, which has been inspired by pieces I've picked up along the way in my travels, pieces that I fell in love with and then just didn't know where to get them again. So I put all of them aside and I basically had them recreated with my own unique twist. If you want to just poke around a little bit, go to shopempathyoga.com. You'll find things there like these pants, these headbands, and these mantra beads. I'd love for you to give it a look and let me know what you think. So again, check it out at shopempathyoga.com. See you later.